What is my hair doing now? This is the Sunshine and Bubblegum podcast. I am Lynne.
I'm Ginna.
And we are two moms coming to you outside of New Orleans, Louisiana. This is a knitting, crocheting, sewy, crafty podcast. We are back in under 6 months, so that is fantastic. We have tons of great things to share with you. We are starting our Mystic Krewe of Yarnius? Mystic Krewe of Yarnius Cowl with the girls at the Cherry Pearls podcast, Robin and Mary. And we'll give you some details on that in a second. We need to just finish up our housekeeping notes. You can find me.
Wow, do you know where you can find you?
Yes. No, well, it's a little bit different. Okay, Sunshine Bubblegum on Instagram and Ravelry, and Sunshine and Bubblegum on Etsy and Facebook. Everything we have will be linked in the drop-down bar below. Mm-hmm. And can we find you anywhere?
You can find me on Instagram as Fairly Loopy and on Ravelry as Fairly Obvious, I believe. It's Fairly Loopy on... It's Fairly Loopy on Instagram. It might just be Fairly... I probably should check that.
Maybe it'll be down below.
Yeah.
I think you're right, though.
I think I am right. Yeah. I think it's Fairly Obvious on Ravelry, and then it became Fairly Loopy on
We're going to be fairly ridiculous in a minute.
This is true.
Yes. I hope everyone had a good New Year. Happy holidays.
Hope you haven't broken your resolutions yet.
Yeah, I didn't make any.
If you have, you're in good company.
You made some?
No.
Okay, just say, wait, what did you break already? We just didn't make any. There's tons of beautiful make nines. People are putting up ideas of what they'd like to do for the year, and I think I'm too inspired in the moment that I couldn't set a plan for the year.
Didn't we try that last year? We were going to make a certain
amount of... shawl.
Yes, that's right. We were going to do that. I don't think whatever I planned on doing, I don't think that happened either.
No, that's all right.
Because I ended up just starting other stuff.
I have found that working on what brings me joy in the moment is what gets things accomplished.
Well, it's not only that, but if you plan to do that project and then
put my hands down.
And then all of a sudden it's like you find yarn and you start that project and you're like, that yarn doesn't work with this project, but it works with this one that I just found a week ago.
But that pattern's going to work better with that yarn. Mm-hmm. Hashtag yarn problems.
Yes.
All the things. So let's talk about our cowl.
Okay.
It is a cowl in the sense that it's knit and crochet. So crochet and knit along and spin along too. All of the details are in the Ravelry page. There is a link right down below to bring you to my page, and I will link to the Cherry Pearls podcast page. They are hosting the chatter thread, which they will be drawing prizes out of. The cowl started on Epiphany, which was about a week and a half ago, Sunday, and it will go to March 5th, which is Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras Day. You can work with colors purple, green, or gold. It can be 1, 2, or all 3 of the colors. It doesn't have to be all 3. And it needs to be a finished object, so a pair of socks, not just one sock, and not a blanket square. Like if you're working on a blanket, you want to finish the blanket type thing. So a finished project. We are hosting the finished object thread, which is open. So if you have something that you've already started and would like to pop it in, you can. No chatter in that, please. We're just pictures. And if you finished more than one object, you can do separate posts so you get entries, more than one entry. Feel free to jump into any other cowl that your project falls into. And if you're spinning, I believe it's 0.7 ounces is what Mary said. They kind of set the weight. They figured out some goals. So I think last year we did have some spun. We did have some spinning last year.
There was some interesting stuff last year. Someone made wigs.
Yes, I think that was Denise. Yeah, she made wigs. And she wears them downtown. Like we have some amazing people and friends from New Orleans that make some crazy awesome things. So all the details will be in the thread, which we'll link to below. If you have any questions, feel free to message us, and we hope that you participate. And I wanted to ask if anyone would like to donate prizes. Please get in touch with me on Ravelry. Probably be the best place so I don't lose, Instagram. Sometimes you can lose messages with the feed going so fast. Or you can private message me. But Ravelry might be the best. And we have one prize already, but if anyone is a maker and has anything that's knitty or crochet that like to donate, patterns, bags, yarn, stitch markers, anything fun, please, 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 we'd love to show off your stuff and share it with everybody and put it in the prize box. Jen Sheelan of the Jen Sheelan podcast and jensheelan.com has donated her newest shawl, which is the Rustic Elegance shawl. And although she has done it in gray, and this is just a black and white picture, on her Ravelry page, which we'll link below, has all the details. And she's got one done in like a really deep plum purple, and this is like a variegated speckle.
It's quite pretty.
And then she has another one that is 3 shades of gray. So this is the Rustic Elegant Shawl by Jen Sheelan. If you are a prize winner and already have that pattern, you are more than welcome to choose a different pattern, but we'll get to that when the pattern prizes go out. So I think that's all the Cowl stuff. So I have one finished object.
Yes.
You have maybe, I know there's gifts that have gone. Like, we're not going to do the gifts that have gone.
There's Christmas came and went, and
I think I finished all the gifts that I wanted to. I do have one hat that I mentioned last time was getting ripped out. I haven't cast it on yet, but I have options for it. Pom-poms. So my finished object is my Opal Socks. This is crazy. I decided I wanted to somehow join the Advent knit-alongs that were going on. There was a few. The Cozy Knitter did a gradient stripe. Not gradient. It was striped, 24 stripes for Advent, and you knit a different stripe every day. And I wanted to do something simple and challenge myself to finish a pair of socks in a month. So I started them on the 4th, so I was a little late, but I did finish them on the 28th. So these are 24 days to knit 2 socks. I tried to knit at least 10 rows a day, but most days I think I did almost 20. And then I would do like the heel and the toe and a chunk. But these are Opal, and I don't think I brought the yarn. I know it's got a plum. It's got a plum. I think it's sweet and spicy. Was the yarn line. I will link this all down below in the notes too. But I did a 2x2 ribbed cuff for 20 rows, and then I was just I didn't know where the pattern was going to go, but once I saw where the pattern repeat was, and there is a little picture on the ball band, I knew I wanted to do the heel after the second blue block stripe. So I then put in the heel. This is the heel and gusset. This is a square heel I used from one of the patterns I have from Kay, from the Bakery Bears, which I'll show you that pattern next. But it is a square heel, also known as a Dutch heel. And then the gusset, and this is her rounded toe from that same pattern. I just haven't tried a rounded toe yet, and I wanted to try it. But I think I've tried the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I've tried an Afterthought cut-in heel. I tried Susan B. Anderson's Smooth Operator heel, and I think the heel and gusset fits me the best because I have a really deep heel, like right here is really wide on my foot, and I think that fits the best. What else did I want to say about this?
I had no idea there were different toes and heels when it came to socks.
Yes. Oh, there's lots of stuff. So the thing that was driving me nuts, I'll just put that anywhere, about this yarn, which one is worse, this one, is that the patterning and the blue spots on the front, see how it makes like a nice little chevron pattern? Then all of a sudden they all lined up and it made squares. So I did a little finagling with these socks as I was knitting them, and to when I got to the heel, I actually turned it so the squares would be on the back of the leg. Originally it was like this on the front, so it was squares and then into the stripes. So I moved the needles around a little bit, the stitches around, so that the squares would be in the back. And I think it happens again on the bottom of the foot. So that actually worked out great. And it did it again, and just like a certain spot on the second one, it started to. Not as bad, which I don't know if that's just because of my tension, but it started to again on there. And up here, like see across the light blue, the square. So I just shifted the stitches around when I got to the heel to put those in the back. And it's funny that bothered me more than, like, some people get upset with there's like a blip of blue in the gradient. That doesn't bother me. It's kind of fun, but don't mind all the dog hair. I've been wearing these. I couldn't wait. But yeah, the squares were driving me nuts. Those were driving me nuts. So I'm like, if I put them on the back of the sock, then I meant to do it. I meant to do it, yes. So those are my finished object. And that was the fastest I've ever knit a pair of socks in the history of my sock knitting, which is going on 3 years and 6 pairs of socks. So that was like...
I've never made socks.
We're going to change that, though. We do have a... Well, I don't know if it's a resolution, but it's something we want to do.
I guess that was it. I said I wanted to make a pair of socks before the end of the year.
Yes, and I said...
I go, do you think that's possible?
I happen to know how to make socks.
This is true.
And I know you, so maybe we could get together sometime. I'm back. And I could teach you... I don't know why I just put this down. Anywho. Show. What do we have for works in progress?
I have so many works.
Yes. Why don't you go first? Because I have 2-ish. I guess I have 3. So you start, though.
Should I show the
Mardi Gras stuff? Or the... Oh, yeah, let's start. Yeah, you start with your Mardi Gras thing, and then I'll show you what I've cast on for mine.
Okay, so, all right. We have this. This is not for... This is what I said, because I posted these on Instagram. Someone asked... so they hadn't started their... cowl yet, and I said, well, that's not what this is for. I have something else to do for that. And,
for our cowl.
Yeah, for the cowl. For the cowl. And,
Riley's here in case everyone was wondering.
Yes. So this was the yarn.
Stop talking.
This was the yarn I got for the cowl, which I have not actually put in. I haven't cast on yet. It's Lynne from Black Cat Custom Yarn.
Lynne from The Legend of Zelda?
Yes, that's what I'm assuming, because she has, if you look at it, a bunch of her themes. Once I started following her, I realized she has like comic and book themes and stuff like that.
This has got all the colors.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very pretty.
That's Black Cat.
And if it is, I happen to absolutely adore Zelda, so
I'll take my hair off.
It's very serendipitous that I would grab that. Because I didn't even look at the colorway. I was just like, I like the yarn.
You're a gamer. Okay, so this is a worsted weight, 100% superwash merino.
Mm-hmm. So pretty nice.
It matches my sweater. Okay.
You're just gonna wear that the rest of the...
I might.
Just do that. And then, but what I actually did this week was someone asked if I'd be able to do Mardi Gras scarves because it's New Orleans, and so I did
it's
this
actually
one.
in the 40s. You're almost done, right?
I'm almost done. This is...
You gotta finish tightening the braid.
I've got to tighten the braid. I'm going to tighten the braid and then fasten it together. But that is the...
And you kind of just made this pattern up.
Yes. Because, I mean, there are some braided ones, but no one's used these particular colors. Some people only use one like color yarn and then fold it back on itself to do the braid.
Right, so it'd be like all one color.
But it's all one color. And then some people do really complicated braids that have like 5 or 6. So they're these really tiny ones.
So this is
it's
three separate
like
strands
that are half double crocheted.
Yep.
And I just braided them together, which I've never done before. So that was fun.
And this is in saffron yellow.
Saffron yellow
from Yarnbee.
And then the hot grape purple. It is really hard. Like, you'd think you're just like,
this is
purple.
Jelly Bean?
That's Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Like, you think purple, green, gold. But then when you go and you look at the purple, the green, and the gold.
They're very specific shades.
It's very specific. And when you put them together, like, I was sitting there going...
Yeah, I was like, that's purple, but you're coming out a little dark.
Yeah, but like, you need the... Like, that's what I said when I was trying to find stuff. It's like, the yellow needs a bit more orange. The purple needs to have more of a jewel tone to it. And
I'm making it worse.
The green just kind of, green actually, I think it just needs to be a specific shade, but green kind of already has its own jewel tone to it no matter what you're doing.
It is like an emerald green though. It's not like a...
But I think that's a more common color than like that particular purple, that particular yellow, which is probably why when you look at Mardi Gras scarves, most of them are made with fabric. Because I think there's just more options that way.
Yeah. So are you going to put some notes in on your Ravelry, like make a little project?
I guess. If anyone's
interested, leave us a message below, and we can see what we can get Jenna to do.
And then this was the other one I was working on, which is...
And this is something that you picked.
All the ends. Gosh, I forgot how much I hated color changing. And this is just a chevron. It's the same colors, and it's a double crochet, and then the white is worked in the back loops of the green.
You can see it really well on this side.
Yeah.
It gives a little bit of
It's worked on the back loops, and then the yellow is worked in the, to give it a texture. I did it because I just thought it would put more emphasis on the Mardi Gras colors.
Yeah, because it kind of pops to the back a little bit.
It still allows for the separation of the colors, so it's not just the straight.
And this is going to be a minus the strings.
Yeah.
This is going to be like another longer infinity type cowl.
Exactly.
It's soft.
Isn't it nice? Yeah, the double crochet works really well.
It's amazing what acrylics have come,
But this is what I have been doing instead of working with that yarn.
Instead of working with the
yarn,
gorgeous hand dye.
I got to do myself. I've been doing that.
Well, it's funny. Hold up your black cat yarn again. Because you brought that over and you were like, this is what I'm casting on. I'm like, this is what I'm casting on. Almost. I mean, similar. Mm-hmm. It's a turquoise, different shades of green, and the purple.
If you look at this part, I think this is the part that...
Yeah. They're like twins.
It's like, same...
So this is my cast on for the cowl, and of course we're not collecting prizes, but we would like to this year participate. And you've already got like 1.5 projects done.
But I don't count those.
Well, they don't count anyway.
Well, okay, that's true. They don't count. So you know what? Everyone finish theirs because I've already gotten 1.5.
Y'all have to finish because we're not gonna.
1.5, and I still got something else I got to work on. That was what I wanted to do.
So this is Naked Sock from Wisdom Yarns.
That's very appropriate for carnival season.
Yes, and it is wool free. My mom is allergic to wool. Super itchy on her, and so I have a pair going that I'll show you in a minute for her already. And I was on the second sock on the toe. And then on my other socks, I was on a heel. And I needed something to knit at a kid's birthday party last weekend. So I cast on another sock. Because apparently that's who I am. I'm the person that has 3 pairs of socks.
That's me whenever I'm always like, I must just look like the most antisocial person in the world because I take my kids to their tumbling class or something and I sit in a corner with just some yarn and I'm just doing this with my headphones
talking to people. They're like, what are you making? I'm like, socks. And they're like, we go to the same hairdresser. And I was knitting on my sock and Susan was like, you making a sock? And I was like, yes. And she's like, okay, you're going to have to charge like $500 for that. Because we were there for a couple hours. And I gotten like an inch done, and she's like, "There's too much of your time in that." And I'm like, "Well, it's just for me." And she was like, I think she thought I was crazy.
I mean,
we might be.
Yeah, I think some people don't understand. Like from what I understand, I am considered fairly good at crocheting. I'm fairly good.
You're not too shabby.
According to Lynne, I picked it up quickly. Quicker than some people do, but I mean sometimes it just happens. And but it's like people are like, you tell someone a scarf and they're like, oh, well, you just whip that up quickly. I'm like, no, depending on the scarf, it can take a good 4 to 5 hours, especially considering the stitches.
Scarves are like monotonous. Sorry,
I mean it's
see if Eric will turn the air conditioning on.
It's the but it all depends on the stitches and the hook you're using, and sometimes like. Use a bigger hook because you think you'll get through the project quicker. But at the same time, then the stitches don't look the way you want them to. So you switch to the smaller hook to make sure everything works out the way it's supposed to. So...
Sorry, I was getting hot.
Well, I think that's the thing is you can go through like 3 to 4 different hooks while you're doing a project because the stitch doesn't come the way it's supposed to. Because just because the pattern says that hook doesn't mean your stitches are going to match.
And I think we talked about this before too, that the nice thing about crochet is that very quickly you can stitch up a swatch, change your gauge, and do something very small and have a large sample to look at.
Yeah.
So you can change your hook, you can change your tension, you can change the yarn. If there's a specific project you want, and it's like the feel of the yarn. There's been a couple things that I just didn't like the feel of the yarn, even though I've used that yarn for other projects and loved it. So
strange how
in certain stitches, the texture changes. But this is how this is working up so far, and this is the cuff, 20 stitches, 2x2. 60. The other ones too were 60 stitch cast on. So yeah, this is mine. I think it's more than a mustache.
Goatee.
A goatee now.
Soul patch? Is that what they call it? Wait, am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong.
A soul.
It's an eye patch.
An eye patch.
That's an eye patch.
That was an eye patch because I don't know what a soul patch
this
is.
This is a goatee. This is a soul patch. This is a mustache. This is an eye patch.
Oh my goodness. Anywho,
okay.
Let's not talk about things that we don't know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so that was my cast on for the cowl.
Yeah,
and
that's
new
all.
socks.
Mardi Gras,
trying to
green,
keep a
gold. Maybe
sock
that'll
on the
help
go for my
somebody
mom.
if they're trying to figure out what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think someone's doing dishcloths already. Those were in there.
In fact, if you're doing dishcloths, I think I saw a crochet thing or something where, or maybe that was knitting, where they did a texture where the pattern had a fleur-de-lis in the middle of it. Someone did a pattern with it.
We need to find that. Probably. Yep. I think there should be like maybe a whole nother link, like another like thread of like Mardi Gras yarns. I'm gonna say this and then I might not remember to do it. Mardi Gras yarns, Mardi Gras patterns. That might be fun.
That would be fun.
Just things. Cool. All right. What else you got?
Just options. The Mardi Gras or just in general?
Oh, in general.
In general. Okay. Well, I'll show this off just because what was it? Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. Let me get myself figured out. I've got to open these to figure out what's happening. I got this back from Lynne.
Let me see that.
Shameless plugging.
Yeah. I gotta work on my zippers more. This one came out pretty good though.
Okay, this was it. This I posted on there. This is from, this yarn's from Whip Yarns. This is going to be a hat for my father-in-law because it's called, the pattern's called Tiger Tiger.
The pattern or the yarn?
Not the pattern. There is no pattern. It's just doing a ribbed thing in crochet. Working in back loops. The yarn is Tiger Tiger.
It's actually got a little more, there it is. Like I was going to say, it's got a little more orange to it than it's showing.
Yeah, and it's, and I got it because we're in Louisiana, so he's LSU.
LSU.
But it also works for Saint colors.
Yes, black and gold. I don't know if anybody has heard, but we are going to the last playoffs game this weekend.
Yeah, so
black and gold in the Super Bowl.
I asked my husband, I go, do you think your dad will wear this? And he goes, it looks like a football hat, so
yeah. Either way.
Football?
Yeah, you can wear it to the LSU games. You can wear it to the Saints games.
He's tailgating or something like that.
Going through your stuff.
That bag is also from you.
Oh, no. Well, when you know someone
that's the one thing I hate. I can
know someone that
never tuck my yarn away. It needs to go.
This is so pretty.
So this is me hat. Also, my husband and my father-in-law have large heads. They do. They really do. That's what they said, big heads.
This was Whip Yarns and Tiger Tiger.
And Tiger Tiger.
And that is awesome, the way it's working up.
I really like it a lot. It turned out when I saw that, I was like, I really like that yarn. But it's fun. Switch marker. It's funny.
Okay, I was just making sure it wasn't unraveling. Yeah. That was your other one's still on there.
Okay. Yeah, so, that was... Oh, she actually knit up a swatch of this. And it looks completely different. And she said it reminded her more of s'mores than of tiger, even though she was going for tiger stripes.
I'm hungry.
So she wasn't sure if she wanted to name it s'mores or tiger tiger, but the crochet looks much more like a tiger pattern, which I thought was really interesting.
And that is a double crochet?
Yes, it's double. I think I was doing single crochet, but I wanted
the pattern better.
Well, the white was pooling so much, and so this spread the white out more.
Yeah, and it gives it. It has like a pattern to it now, but definitely tiger.
I was talking to my husband. I go, does he look like wolf?
So this you go as long as you want it wide, right? And then you gather it. This is what you did for the boys, and then you gather it with a palm.
You gather it and you put it on.
It's gonna look exactly like this.
It's just, so literally, like, I basically, every time I work a few rows and I go, all right, Brad, honey, come here, I need your head.
Yeah.
And then you put it on.
Yeah, he does have a big head. He does. Thanks for messing
with a lot of hair.
I'm sorry.
You're so beautiful.
Okay, so this is my next super duper awesome exciting sock project, because I do socks now. I remember when I started, I was like, I'm always going to do 2 socks at the same time, because I don't want second sock syndrome, and I was like, yeah. Okay, you learn so much about yourself through your sock journey. I've learned my stitch count, my needle size that I like, what different cuffs. I've tried different cuffs. I've tried different heels. I've tried different toes. The toes don't really bother me, but so I'm gauging in on what I like. So I've attempted another pattern sock, and this sock is the Drippity Drop Socks by Kay Jones, and she is half of the Bakery Bears, and it is
That's a great name.
My new bag from my sister. My sister made this.
Hey, look, it matches my
Whoops.
sweater.
It's got a super, right? You can't have it. It's got a super little cute tassel, and it is gold on the inside.
It's very shimmery.
And she just does these for fun, so. But she did give me permission to recreate them. Anywho, okay, so I am going to show you how far I've gotten, and then I'm going to ask for help. So this is, the yarn is Lolo Didit Raspberry Beret. I got this is my very first yarn that I received that was from a hand dyer, and this is from my sister, same sister.
I remember that.
And I've had this for like 2 years, and it was like so special, and I wasn't ready to use it. And then I decided I was ready to use it. I found a pattern that I thought would work really well with it, and the texture is amazing. It is a really intuitive pattern. It's 4 rows, and you get a rest rows that are just knit all the way around. And I don't need to look at, I just need to remember, like, when I sit down to do it, I always do 4 rows, so then I do a complete pattern, so I know when I pick it back up where I left off, because it is a little tricky, but and it's forgiving, because every once in a while I don't pick up part of the pattern stitch. I knit it together on accident because of the black, and then I end up with less stitches the next round, and I can just increase, and you can't tell. But the yarn is doing a super cute little stripey thing around, and I know that's changing now that I've done the gusset. But I love it.
It just looks like it has X's on the right.
Yeah, the heel and cuff are just Knit Picks Felici in the black stroll fingering. Okay, so love the pattern, love the color, love the black. Here's my question. So I need y'all to give me your advice down below, and I will also post this on Instagram. The yarn are two different squish factors. This Felici is actually really super soft and fluffy. Like, feel that. It's got a lot of squish. This, you can maybe tell better on the stockinette here without the patterning, is it's thinner.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, there's an obvious, like,
dip,
and that's going to be under my heel. And I don't know that that's going to make too much of a difference, but I don't know. It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me. But the big thing is when I go to put this on my foot, and I usually do a 60 stitch. I trusted Kay and did the medium pattern for a 64 because I know it was a texture. It is really hard for me to get this over my heel, to get it onto my leg.
Really?
And I even with the gusset in now, like the gusset's done, it's right here. It's tight, and I know it's because of the patterning. So, does anyone have any advice on using a Lolo yarn, how much it blooms? And maybe I should knit a small swatch and compare what it like soaked and blocked, how much it has, but it doesn't have too much give.
I see that.
If anyone else has done pattern socks, have you just done the same pattern, stitch count, gone up a needle size? Because I do have a 1.5. This is on a 1. Or possibly should I just go same needle size and go up to the next size in the pattern? She's got a large size, which I have to check the count. Because I was thinking like I could maybe add 8 stitches in to increase a full repeat, but that might just be her next size. I'd have to double check. So if you've done pattern socks that are, your usual stitch count, but then you find them tight, getting them up onto your foot and leg, what have you done to solve that problem? Because I'm trying to decide what to do, and if I do rip this out, because I want these socks, I want to knit it, and I want them to fit. I don't know what to do, and do I keep the black? I mean, I love the black.
I really like the black.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not a knitter though, so I can't give my opinion on this.
Let me know. Give me your opinions. Give me your thoughts. Give me your advice. But these are beautiful, fun, and I love like seeing in the stockinette how the yarn works up. on the bottom of the foot because it's so different than in the texture pattern. So cute. Okay, so that's my super, this is what's been taking up a lot of my time. And I love it. I love it, I love it. So I don't think I'd mind actually re-knitting this if I had to.
It's always nice when you have like yarn or something that's just a pleasure to work with.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I found, like instead of, like I'm not forcing myself to work on the Ohm shawl even though I want it and I love it. I think I'm actually going to pick that up. Soccer starts in a couple weeks and it's freezing out. And by freezing, I mean it was 43 this morning. So not as cold as my family up north and many, many, many other places in the single digits already. But to sit outside at soccer practice at night, I think my Ohm shawl to sit on my lap and work on it is going to be perfect because I'm in middle land going on forever in that chocolate brown. That's just a 4-row BPT. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Anywho, what else you got?
Okay. Anything else? Okay. I have this. I've been doing a lot. This is what the yarn I showed off last podcast actually started into a scarf. This is the Snapdragon Stitch.
Snapdragon. Oh, so you changed stitches, right? Because you were doing a flame or something.
I was talking about trying to find something, but nothing was working. Is that the stitch that fell out?
Yeah, I think that's the clip. I'll make a loop.
That,
it looks so
but it just
pretty.
wouldn't work.
It still looks like fire in this
stitch. And then I found that. But I was like, this is great. And you know what I love? Is the Snapdragon Stitch. And the gloves that Lynne gave me last podcast. Those were knit with, or knit. You knit them.
I knit those, yeah.
Were knit with Mother of Dragons yarn.
Yes.
And they actually go well together.
Because this is called Ember.
Yeah, it's Ember, so it's a Snapdragon Stitch. So I was able to kind of still stay like in the family of it, but even the way it looks, it's very... Although someone said that when I posted it on Instagram, they thought it was pizza. I was like, okay.
I'm already hungry. I haven't had lunch.
Sorry. But I love this. This is from Ridiculous Yarn. Ridiculous Yarns. She's been doing a really interesting thing on Instagram where she started doing videos where she reveals the yarn that she's doing.
Ooh.
So she'll pull it out and then she pulls it out of, she does it in crock pots. She does her yarn in crock pots, some in the pans.
Quite a few different.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. She's like, these are my line of crock pots. I'm like, what are you cooking? No, that's for yarn.
Yes.
And so...
This one's going to be for you, right?
Yes, this is mine. And, but she's been taking so she does these short little video clips and all it has
kind of like a reveal.
Yeah, it's her yarn reveal. But she'll do it while she's making her yarn. But it's really interesting to watch because she'll have it rolled up in a certain thing and it just looks like one color and then she pulls it apart and all of a sudden you just see like
I'm gonna have to
everything.
check that out. She hasn't
She's got quite a few. She does a bit of on the story thing on Instagram, but her yarn reveals are actually, I'm sitting there like, why is this so fascinating? I'm just watching yarn.
I think all
this is cathartic. What's happening?
Like art craft things, like they just
I know
it put me in a
trance. It's just impressive because I'm kind of like, okay, there it is. Because I don't know, and it's like you get more of an idea of how they like mix it, stuff like that. Super interesting. This sounds like I go on Instagram and watch yarn reveals. That's like this. It is actually very fascinating. I guess it's similar to like when somebody unveils like an abstract painting or something like that. Just because it's like every time, you look at it, you think you see one thing, and then all of a sudden, it's something else.
Someone was showing me, and I think she knit it. I was talking with a lady. I sent her my 9-inch circulars that I couldn't stand, but she was really excited to try them. And she's down in the Philippines, and she was showing me the knitting she was doing, and it was, what is it called? When you're knitting it, and it's laying flat. You're following a pattern, you're using certain colors, but you're making a picture, and it's just looking flat. It looks like just lines, and you shift it. Optical. It's like an optical illusion. Illusion. Okay. I think it's called illusion knitting.
Oh, that's cool.
She did was it the Mona Lisa? Like, it was like, bam, all of it. And she had her husband hold, because it's huge. It's like a full 6 by something blanket. And it's on her Instagram. I wasn't planning on mentioning, like, I wasn't thinking about this, but now that you said, but you shift it, and you're seeing it from an angle. It's like one of those reveal pictures.
Oh. God,
and you're just blindly following a pattern and color changes.
Like, it was if you're like, this and you make like one mistake.
Like, I think if your tension's off or anything, I was like, I'd never even heard of that.
Totally throw. Wow.
Oh my God, I think it's called illusion knitting. Huh? Or it was crazy.
That sounds nuts.
Whoop. So I have. This is my last thing that I'm currently working on. I do have other projects. That my crochet blanket that I showed last time. It's in the car for car crocheting now because I can get one big chunk section done in about 2 sessions. So I'm hoping to get this done in like the next 2 weeks and get it to my niece before she's in college. She's like 5 months now.
That's always the goal, right?
That's always the goal.
Let's be fair.
So these are the socks. I don't know that I showed these last time or not. We kind of ran out of time and had trouble with the videos, so I'm not sure that these got shown. But this is also another Wisdom Yarns naked sock. It is in the colorway 102, which is, very sought after, I'm sure. And I was just looking online, and this line of yarn is still in production. Webb's Yarn had it. This was a gift from the Get Your Yarn Wish granted last year. I just asked for someone to send me a surprise, and I got a whole box of different yarns that I had never tried before. And there was a few balls of this in here, which the green one I already showed. This is the one I started with. The trick with this, which I don't think I went into last time, I started knitting the first sock, which I have finished both socks. These are going to be for my mom. They just need heels. So I've been doing sock tubes so I could just really enjoy them. I love the striping on them.
That's a lot of fun.
And it's really neat because on the cuff, they go one way, and then as soon as I started the stockinette, they do a sharp turn, and I decided to do them in a tube also because I love the patterning so much, and I'm going to just cut in a heel. When I was working on the first sock, I was getting crazy yarn barf. I pulled from the center ball because it was they were originally like a manufactured skein hank thing. And I got this huge knot in the center, and I was pulling and pulling and pulling and started finding ends and ends and ends. So it wasn't like it was a knot, and it wasn't like it was cut once. It was cut 3 times. So this sock is actually, where this little clip is where the yarn, I knit as long as that first section of yarn was, and then I added on the toe. When I finally got it all sorted, there was 2 minis, which weighed exactly the same, which was super weird. And then I had a huge ball, which I finished the second sock with. So I have plenty to do the toes, and I might try and do shorties later. I gotta weigh this out, like a short pair of socks, or I don't know. Maybe for my niece, I can make her a little sock. The things with kids' socks, though, is they last for like 2 months.
This is true.
But it legit was 4 balls of yarn, and it was cut, like they were cuts, like not even like a little bit of a like. I don't know.
Sometimes yarn just is.
And a lot of people were like, write to the manufacturer. So I did go on their Instagram page and send them a message and show the pictures. On my Instagram, you can see the process. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Let's figure this out. But they didn't respond back. I didn't ask for anything. I just said, hey, this happened. Just to let you know. I wasn't looking for. This was a gift. I don't want any special treatment. But I think for a sock yarn, this is really good. It's got a stretch to it, which is similar to a yarn I used last year for my mom's socks. It was a different company, which I've ordered 2 more balls of that because it was on sale for $4. So next episode I'll have the new yarn to show you. So I've enjoyed working with the yarn. It's got a nice stretch to it. I think as a sock, super stretchy. My mom's got little feet too. She's got like a size 5.5. So I just have to cut in the heels next. And I'm going to send those off. My goal was to have these as Valentine's socks. And they are the same size. I've been measuring them. Oh, I just stretched it. Don't. No, really, they are. They are really the same size.
Flashbacks.
Oh, I know. That was horrible.
Did that happen on the first podcast?
I think yes. And I was like, look, I finished my sock. And it was like, no, you didn't.
No.
I know. I just sewed the toe last night. So Heels are next. I wanted these done for Valentine's Day for my mom, and these will absolutely be done for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
And apparently she's going to have St. Patrick's Day socks, too, if I can keep this up.
Ooh.
Beep, boop.
Sounds like fun.
Do you have any other projects?
I've got two scarves two other scarves.
Show the sand dune. That was gorgeous.
Oh, the sand dune one. Yeah. That's one's here. This is Primrose and Popper by Kirsten Holloway. This is a scarf. She also suggested if you want, you can continue the pattern, and make it into an afghan.
I'm very much might be doing.
This is Sand Dune from I Love This Yarn by Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I totally need.
It really came out. I couldn't be happier
the
with
pattern
the way this
and
has
the
turned
yarn
out.
in my life.
It's so pretty.
Now, are you gonna add on more rows?
Yeah, I've got to get another skein of that, but I'm too busy trying to hunt down hot grape.
You're a hot grape.
This
This is one whole skein.
It's one whole skein. So I was trying to figure it out, and I mean, that's the thing. It went a pretty good amount of rows.
Oh, it did.
So I was like, okay, so another one.
Is that the front? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll finish it and then see if I have enough to make like a matching hat.
And this is like, it's hard to tell. It's like a almost like a forest, but it's almost like a dark gray. These little pops in that section.
I don't know. It was one of those yarns where I found it and I was because it was supposed to be a Christmas gift. That didn't work out.
Ooh, I want to see what it looks like in the skein too, because sometimes you see things and you're like.
Yeah, I probably need to go. I probably need to go try and grab one of those.
Oh, that section
from
is really
Hobby Lobby
too.
before it decides to disappear.
Yeah, they've been like stop. They've just been like, we're not gonna make that color anymore.
There are a few colors that like I have in my stash of like barely anything. They don't have them anymore. Like I had to get another. I had to go get another thing of yellow. From I had to use that yellow from Yarnbee because the yellow that Hobby Lobby used to have that I've used before is not there anymore. They only have like 3 color yellows. It's like a light yellow, a yellow, and like a mustard.
Get with the program, like Hobby Lobby.
They used to have a ton of different yellows, and they used to have a brighter. They used to have a brighter purple. They don't have that anymore. They're all kind of like dull. That's why I had to also get something from Yarnbee for that as well, which they're out of stock. And when I asked them when they were going to restock, she goes, "We stock weekly," and that was all she told me. I'm very upset because I was being nice and she wasn't being helpful. And
I was being nice. She wasn't being helpful.
It was in a pleasant exchange. And then I have this is Be Still yarn from Hobby Lobby, and this is in.
This is like a speckly.
What
you call that? Like a.
It's Be Still, and it's the Fairy Magic Infinity Scarf.
Fairy Magic.
Great. I didn't write
this
down
stitch is so
where
pretty.
That came from, but I've got it. The Stitch and Mommy.
Yeah.
The Stitch and Mommy.
Like, it might look a little bit. It's like the color of my sweater for the dark pops, and then it fades into a very very pale. It's not white. It is just it's the lightest shade.
I was doing a looser. I was doing a looser stitch, but it didn't show off the colors in it as well.
See, it's like speckly. But yeah, this isn't white. This is that very light, light.
It's just very, very light. It's almost like the dark green bled into the rest of the yarn.
All right, we're getting to the 45-minute mark, which means
well, that was
it's going to tell us it shut off, but it didn't, and it records for another 15 minutes. So we're almost done because I can't. We're not switching to 17 different devices today.
No, we're not. Okay.
So bear with us if I say out loud, "Oh, it just shut off," and it didn't.
Right.
So that's all I have currently working. I wanted to show. I got a couple. I'll go kind of quick. I got a couple Christmas presents. I got something that I purchased myself, and I have the other hat, which I'm going to cast on for my sister-in-law. This is Kayleen Little Bean Loves. I got this last year from my sister. This is Ron Weasley. And my mom
Riley, go.
got me a pom-pom to go with it.
Oh, wow, that's perfect.
Like, she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I want a pom-pom to go in my hat. So this is going to be amazeballs. This is from McPorter Farms. This is my friend Rob's store up in Gloucester, Massachusetts. It is coveted yarn. They'll be down below. And this is their family's own, they're the Porter's line of accessories. They have all kinds of stuff. So this is on his website. They have all different kinds of, they have faux furs and they have real furs. But this is a faux fur, I think this is the faux fur raccoon style with the black tips. So I am so excited.
That's perfect. And
I had that idea because I knit this, this is the Bankhead hat by Susan Gorley. I knit this, I think last winter. Mm-hmm. I knit this like on the plane, like going this, and this is also one of the faux fur hats from there, and it is the Snap. That I'm not gonna, I can't, it's gonna fight me. But I would like to do, I think I want to do this pattern again, but I want to do maybe a smaller needles. Mm-hmm. It's a little loose and it's a little too long.
Yeah.
I just wanted a little, because I end up rolling the top and I don't really like that look. So I might look around, but I love the yarn. And this is one of the hand dyed yarns when his sister started first dyeing, and it is a single ply, real rustic wool, but it's softened up so much and super warm. So this inspired this. Let's see. So the next hat I'm going to do for my niece I believe last Christmas or her birthday. I knit her a hat, and it was like a soft pink. It's on my Instagram, and it's called the Bee Loving Remixed by Melissa Simpson, and this is on Ravelry. It is just a simple ribbing stockinette beanie hat, and I got a pom-pom from Kitchen Clutter that was, I think it was called like the unicorn, and it was all different colors. So it was a soft pink hat with this pink, purple, green, giant pom-pom, and my sister said, my sister-in-law, her mom, said, will you make me a hat like Hayden's? And I said yes. Now, Amanda is not necessarily a baby pink hat with a unicorn pom-pom. She's more of a neutral, so I got this really pretty gray. This is Charisma. Who is this? Oh, Loops and Threads. This is Loops and Threads Charisma in the colorway charcoal. Nope, carbon. No, charcoal. And they're chunky. And now, this is where I have options, and I think I've already made my decision. So I bought the first pom-pom, hold that 1 second, from Melrose Molded on Etsy, and this is the Silver Fox. This is a faux fur.
I've seen that.
Oh my gosh, and it is like, oh, it's like kittens.
I remember buying that one.
So that's Melrose Molded on Etsy. This is her Silver Fox faux fur, and this one has a tie, which I think you could like put it through the top of the hat, and then you take a button, sew the button on so you can slip it through to untie it later. But so that's one option, which is gorgeousness. But then Kitchen Clutter, again, she has her own website now, so she's clicked kitchenclutter.com. Came up with the Aurora Borealis, which I had to get. They're all a little different. They got purple, pink. It's got like a navy and a turquoise. So I had to get this because it matches Hayden's pom-pom, but in like the bright, it's more, hers is white with the colors. So I was like, this is happening. So Amanda, I know you don't watch this, but this is your hat. So I'm going to knit her the same pattern. It goes from, I don't know that it was kids. It's like a small teenager, because it fit me when it was done. No, actually, it fit me when I cast it on, so I ended up cutting out repeat. Up to, what did you say? Goes up to 24 inches, starts at a 14 inch. And I actually went smaller. It says to cast on 48. This is a free pattern. It says to cast on 48 inches for the 14 size infant. I ended up casting on 40, and it was still big. She's 3, and it's like, it's a big hat on her. She loves it. So excited about, like, this is like mother-daughter. Mother-daughter. And then, let's see. I'll show you a couple quick things that came for Christmas. Did it say it?
No, there's so much stuff.
Jam-packing this with information. This one also matches my sweater. Aww. These are the knit picks in this is the Caspian colorway. Caspian wood, 6-inch, and these are US size 2. These are going to be for my Northeasterly blanket by Melissa, who is Skinanigans. Not the Nor'easter, it is the Northeasterly. So I have didn't have size 2 DPNs, and I got those for my Me to Me Christmas. This is also Me to Me Christmas. I got 2 balls of Knit Picks Felici, thank you dog for hitting the table, in the Baker Street, because Benedict Cumberbatch is my boyfriend. So I now have, I bought this in the hat yarn when they came out with a worsted weight in the this colorway like last year or the year before. So I have that. So now I have matching socks. I could do mittens out of this. Yeah. But yeah. So that's the Baker Street. I think they're still doing it. And then one other little Christmassy thing was a platform 9 3/4 luggage tag. Oop. Okay, and then I have one last thing, and you can. Oh no, I have 2 things because you gave me a Christmas present.
Oh, that's.
This was my after Christmas gift from Hugh Loco. This is Whale Song. I think this is one of her new colors. I got it thinking it would fit into that bluish fade that I was in my head working up with my Padfoot and my Padfoot and Prongs yarns from Kayleen, Little Bean Crochet, and Little Bean Loves Yarn and Teeny Button Studios. I was hoping this would fit in the middle with the pops of brown and green, but it's a little too soft. Like this is more of a sky.
It's very pretty though.
I don't care.
It's so pretty.
I love this. And this is going to sit in my stash for a little bit because this needs the perfect project. So this is Whale Song. This is on her Phyllis sock, which is 75/25 superwash. Gorgeousness. And then someone walked into my house today and said, "Here's your Christmas present," because I have not seen you since last.
This is true.
Check out this bag. It's like the stained glass with all the houses. It's quilted. It's got like a soft, squishy quilting in it. It's drawstring. This is a new maker that I hadn't heard from. This is Retold Yarns. There's her tag. And it's got a pocket. And this is going to be like a great crochet bag. It's got like a little pocket for a hook. And you can put like your notions in here. Your little, like if you have a little tin, I keep my stitch markers and stuff. This is adorable. Thank you.
I'm glad you like
it. Oh my goodness. And then the other thing that I got from someone who shall remain nameless. Okay, so I have all the Harry Potter books, which I've let you borrow last year, so now that you can become a Harry Potter head. And I think maybe we need, like, a Harry Potter episode. Because there's a lot of Harry Potter-ness that hasn't come out yet. Yeah. But if anyone doesn't know, the books have been redone and illustrated by Jim Kay. Robin over at Teeny Button Yarns has been dying, I think this is her 2nd year, dying from these books. The whole series, I'm not sure all 8 books, 7 books. I'm not sure all of the, wow, because I have the new playwright one that came out. Anyway, I'm not sure all of the books have been illustrated yet, but it's amazing. That's Hagrid's Hut. I just opened that. And she's been doing colorways off of the illustrations in these books. So now... So, we said we weren't going to do this.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. But we're back. We have another device that we're recording on because...
we needed more memory.
We need, like, an actual camera.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
They are.
Your husband's got a camera?
He does.
Will he let us borrow it?
He might.
That's probably a no. That's a negative.
He might, but he does so much with that thing that I think I would be so confused.
What if we got our own memory stick?
That might work.
Maybe. That would be cheaper than buying a camera. Oh, you know what? I can get a memory thing from my iPad, and you guys don't need to know this. Anyway, so awesome book, awesome yarns, super awesome. Now I can start collecting them, and I promised my mom she could have my other collection if I ever started collecting them. So you just helped my mom out with a new Harry Potter series.
I still remember getting that. I was like, I really hope she doesn't already have this one.
Do you have any Christmassy things that you got? Or you're working with a lot of them, huh?
Most everything is, except this I got for my birthday. That Lynne gave me.
Woohoo!
Look at that. Look.
That's adorable. Where's the camera on this? Go. It's over here.
It's over there.
Where's the camera?
I know. It's a new,
Don't focus on my face. Focus
Look
on
at that.
The thing. Is it focusing on it? Move it around. Okay, well, there it is. It's unicorns. It's a crochet hook. Oh,
it's a crochet hook.
There they are.
Yeah, she asked me, she goes, what crochet hook do you use the most? And I was like, this is a really weird question. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
It is from...
I try and be...
Polymer Clay Shed.
Yeah, this is on Etsy. Polymer Clay Shed. I had to get you something completely obnoxious. She's got like foxes and moose and feathers, and she's got tons of designs.
She got me rainbows and unicorns.
You can pick your hook size. She's got 2 different brands of hooks.
It's great. I can't wait. And what's great is I'm actually using this particular size hook right now. So I can actually just use it right away. Perfect. Can use it for the tiger hat.
Yep. And hopefully it won't be lost as easy.
No, it'll be like, here we go.
They slip down into like couch cushion.
I had that happen. I lost mine. I was like, I have no idea where this was, and I was about to go somewhere, and I really wanted it. I couldn't find it. And finally, my husband found it. I go, where was that? He goes, it was wedged in between the cushions by this. I was like, I looked there. He's like, no, he had to like pull. And the thing is, I looked under the cushion. But apparently, it was in the cushion. So it was like, he just sent me a picture, and it was sticking out. I was
crochet
like,
hooks
how did I miss that?
Tricky. And your children like to run away with them.
They do.
Yeah.
They like looking. That's like yarn. That was it. Do you know what happened the last time I was making something? Brendan just starts bringing me yarn from my yarn stash. He goes, "Here you go, Mom," and brings me yarn. Please don't do that.
That's why I keep mine on the top shelf.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Riley, that was really nice, and she just came up and kissed Jenna's hand without being an obnoxious. Oh, I just wrote. Okay. No, down. I'm sorry I talked about you. Sorry. You're a good girl. Go lay down.
Go lay down.
Go find your treat ball. Go find it. Go get it.
She has no idea.
No, she knows what it is. Go get it. Go find it.
Where's your treat ball?
She's got the ears up right now.
Okay. All right.
That was my impression of my own dog.
Was there anything else? Should we just pick one?
Oh my god. Okay, let's take the cover off. Okay, put this up on the Instagram stories to see.
But I didn't actually want to see what they were. I just wanted to try them.
Okay, I won't show you the,
I thought that was the
cover. They're on the inside. Harry Potter's Bertie Bott's Ever Flavored Beans. My sister sent these for Christmas, and the funny thing is I also sent her some for Christmas. And I was keeping these like, man, I am never going to eat these. And then I was like, wait, what if Jenna and I tried them on live TV? Podcasting, not TV.
It's terrifying.
But like, they're all horrible. Should I read out what the flavors are? Or I'll do that afterwards. And let's see if we can guess.
Oh, God. Okay. That's grass. That's grass.
Ah!
That's grass.
Well, at least you didn't
oh my god, these are very accurate. Now I'm even more afraid.
Are we gonna try more than one? Are we trying all of them?
You've got to try one.
Okay,
if you
I'll start on this end. I have seen what they are, but I'm grabbing this one because I don't know what it is, and I think I'm gonna regret it.
Do you know what it is?
It tastes like something burnt. What is the orange one? Oh, it's vomit.
Burnt? Is that?
Oh no, it is it.
Oh God, Lynne.
Is that like the vitamin coffee? That like when it just a little bit in the back of your throat, and you're like, yeah. Riley, stop! Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Okay. Once I knew what it was, I was like, oh yeah.
I'll try another one.
Okay.
Okay. That's pepper. Oh my God, it's pepper. Oh God, that's like peppercorn pepper.
Like licking the pepper grinder?
That's like peppercorn pepper. Like when you're make peppercorn soup or something and then you accidentally bite a peppercorn. Why are these so accurate?
I don't know.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try the blue one because I can see the ones that are on this side. So let's try.
I'm not looking at any of them.
The blue one. It's so. Oh my God. It's like licking a bar of ivory soap.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
They're not like. I don't feel like it's gonna make me sick tasting it, but when it hits you, what it is,
you just kind of go, oh, okay.
Anyone ever had their mouth washed out?
It's like flashing
going
back
for
to
another
childhood. Yeah, sure, why not? I feel bad because I've gotten grass and pepper, and you've gotten vomit and soap. I don't want to bite down on that.
There's the yellow one.
Oh my god, what is that?
Rotten egg.
Oh my god. Oh god, yes. That's totally what that is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, last one, and then we'll stop. I still feel like I have soap bubbles on my mouth.
Maybe you should have eaten that after you tried all the other ones.
It all out. Okay, last one.
What was that one?
That rosy one.
What is it?
What is that?
Oh,
it
God.
tastes like burnt again.
God, you know what?
Sausage.
I'm sorry. I'm eating
soap.
Yes. That rotten egg is horrible.
That one was sausage. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, you get sausage?
Well, you got grass.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Kind of want to taste the grass. It tastes like the smell of grass?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted rotten egg, though. But I did get vomit.
Okay, the rotten egg was horrible.
This earthworm, you want to try your earthworm?
Dude, soap was so much better.
I'm going to try grass. Just to see. I'm curious about grass.
Glass. It's not too bad, huh?
No, it tastes like the smell of, there was a candle. Yankee Candle did one.
Yeah.
That was fresh,
not bad.
Fresh cut grass. I don't think I'd be like, oh man, I want a bag of grass.
No. But out of all of them, that was probably the best one to pick.
Yeah.
Or I guess the pepper one.
But it does smell, it like tastes like a candle though. Like.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, that game.
Oh, it was fun.
We probably should have put a disclaimer up.
How many did we 6? That was 6. How many flavors are there?
There's 8, 9, 10.
10.
We have not
6.
tried. We tried all of them on this side.
We just didn't try that one.
That's booger. That's
how do you? Okay, I want to know how they picked these flavors. How they got? They had to have people that tested these,
right?
And then matched them.
They were in the original story.
Yeah,
but right, somebody had to. There was a team
that had sat there and had to figure these out. Yeah, and say yeah, that's accurate. Can you imagine being the taste tester for vomit?
I think Eric might like the pepper ones. He puts Tabasco.
It's not bad. It's just pepper. It's
when we were home over the holidays last year. We had gotten a huge bag of. I don't think were they Bertie Botts. They might have been Bertie Botts, but we had a big thing of jelly beans, and Paul got Tabasco beans and mixed them in the bowl and didn't tell any of us. So we're all like we're playing the game like, oh, guess the jelly belly bean flavor.
And somebody got Tabasco.
And somebody's mouth caught on fire. That's my brother-in-law. Yes, I suggest these are a good game to play with your friends. Maybe put them in a bowl.
I was joking that we should just get jelly bellies and then mix those in them and then play basically a version of Russian roulette.
Yeah, because you're mean.
Where is this pear or is it booger? Why do they have?
I have a birthday party on Sunday.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. Don't eat them, dog. Don't eat them, dog.
Oh, God, wait.
Don't, Riley. No. Oh, that's not going to taste good. Leave it. I think she spit it out. She did. Leave it.
Forget it.
Oh, no. All the boogers are in the rotten eggs.
Sentence of the year. We've already got it.
You know what? We don't really need to.
There's the title of the YouTube.
Like the dog spit the jelly bean out.
No, all the boogers are in the rotten eggs.
All the boogers are.
There's the title of the YouTube video of the podcast.
Oh.
I love it. No, oh my gosh. Okay.
I love it. So first off, props to us for coming back when we said we wanted to.
Yes.
I'm glad we did this. This was fun. Even though we need king cake next time.
Yes. Okay. Well, these were king cake flavored lattes.
Mardi Gras is really late this year too. Sometimes it's the past few years it's been the end of February.
Yeah, nothing.
Like the second to last week in February. So we have a whole nother 6-7 weeks.
It's crazy, huh?
Perfect for knit-alongs and crochet-alongs.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of time.
But also that we can get in another episode in February and have king cake.
That's true.
Because it is the best season of all, king cake season. And also gives me time to get Mardi Gras leggings.
Yes.
Yes. I've decided that I want to be Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
Yes.
I teach pre-K3. And I have now leggings with hot dogs, French fries, macaron cookies, gummy bears, and Mickey Mouse. Definitely need Mardi Gras leggings.
Well, you know, that person that I tagged you in on Instagram, she's got those up Mardi Gras leggings up for like $15. They're $15.
That's a good price.
She's got snowball and fleur-de-lis.
I don't have snowballs.
Yeah, she has snowballs and Mardi Gras colors.
Okay, anyone that doesn't know, snowballs are shaved ice, like what do we call them? Ices up north.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's like a.
They say snow. Some people like
snow cones.
Snow cones.
We call them snow cones growing up, but they're called snowballs down here.
Well, it's a softer ice.
Yeah, it's shaved,
and it's got
it's not like up north. It's frozen like little tiny pellets of ice. This is shaved ice, proper shaved ice.
But that's
and they put like ice cream and vanilla, like they put like a condensed sweetened milk in them.
Yeah, there's a place out here that has cheesecake stuffed ones.
They're good. I had to like wrap my head around it because I've only ever had like icy type snow cones growing up. So when we came down here and the first time I got one, I'm like, yes, snow cones. Why do you call them snowballs? You people are crazy. It doesn't snow down here. And they were like, do you want vanilla ice cream in the middle? And I was like, no. Now I get the orange sherbet with the vanilla ice cream in the middle.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Because as you grow, right, as a food connoisseur when you live down here.
But that was
oh dog.
So yes, but that's thinning. I gotta figure out if she's still. I think she's still selling them. But 50. You don't want that. Yeah,
Stop.
you don't want it.
It keeps coming back.
You don't want it.
It's the brown one. What's the brown one? So it's either sausage or earthworm. Dirt. No, she eats dirt. Listen, I've seen that dog eat some nastier things than
she's like, nope, not touching it. Not touching it.
That's so funny. We don't blame you, but you've eaten worse things than a jelly bean.
Look at her. She's
like eating your dog. She's like,
never mind.
She's dog bowl.
But
hey, what if we just lined around us with the jelly beans and she'll stay away on the other side?
There you go.
Is that me?
Like
that might be animal cruelty.
Also, yes, this is possible. That was a bit of it. So we'll just next.
We'll stick with the treats in the ball and hope she stays on.
We'll shoot for king cake and Mardi Gras leggings.
Mardi Gras leggings, perhaps wigs.
Perhaps wigs.
It depends. It got hot in here today.
Yeah, how cold it is. If I finish a scarf, I'll wear one of my scarves. If I finish with Mardi Gras scarves, or if I still have
boas.
one.
Yeah.
Boas work too.
Did we ever show off beads last time?
Nope.
No. I have like Muses beads.
I have some
Bacchus beads and some fancy beads.
Yeah.
If y'all want to see any of those things, leave us a note. Leave us a message. Message us here, Instagram, Ravelry. I'm on Instagram the most.
Yeah, me too.
But, here I can track the messages. Ravelry would be more of a private email type thing. Let us know. Yeah, help me out with my socks. I need some sock advice. We need to know what you want to see about New Orleans and Mardi Gras. We also, there's a new yarn store downtown. It's on Canal.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and they have embroidery. Yes. There's a kit that I want to get for somebody. So,
goodness.
We might have to take an adventure.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Maybe we can do like a mini vlog, except for I don't know how to vlog, so...
Don't you just like put it on live and like walk around?
Yeah, but you use the iMacs and they're all fancy-pantsy and you can edit like individual clips. I can't edit individual clips because I got like...
I can ask Brad.
I have like the bottom of the line laptop that lets me literally put... We do this all live. There is no editing unless it's at the very beginning or the very end. I can't cut anything from the middle. So if we mess up,
that's it.
That's it. We're done. We have to re-record. So
the whole thing.
I can put clips together.
Yes.
That's why it's very light. Sometimes is because of, A, our devices shut off on us, and B, I had to edit something and it was just like,
never mind.
Yep.
It's not gonna work.
Because we can get on a tangent.
This is true. Kind of like what we're doing right now.
I felt like there's still soap on my tongue.
I'm sorry. I tried this soap. That did not clean the rotten egg out. I'm gonna need to go like...
Maybe the earwax will help.
Maybe the pepper. Or I just get peppered rotten egg.
I hope this looks good on me.
Oh, dirt.
Oh, well, all right. I think that's everything we have to talk about.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else going on.
I mean, we could find stuff. But I gotta go pick up the kids, and I'm sure your kids are wondering where you are.
I gotta go to work.
Oh. Aftercare?
Yep.
Oh.
So I have that. It's 3:15 to 6.
Oh, you have like proper aftercare.
Proper aftercare. I'm sorry.
No, because the aftercare at our school is like noon to 2:30.
Yeah, but don't y'all do half days? Right?
Yeah, we get
see, they had to do full days for that, and then it's 3:15 to 6.
Sense. Like, I've got a long day.
So I gotta go finagle some
2
to 3 year olds that don't belong to me.
I did that all morning.
Cheers. There you go. Okay. So I guess that's it. So
Okay, so we'll have yarn, boas, wigs, and king.
Leggings.
Leggings.
We'll have to look at that.
Yep. No more jelly beans.
I wonder if I can trade our scarves for leggings. I guess that's not. Is it the same as mine? Maybe.
Will you take a scarf for
Mardi Gras scarf if you give me some leggings? What do you think? Who knows? All right. Well, we're not going to keep y'all here for much longer because we'll just sit here and stare at the camera and talk and sidebar.
We'll let y'all go now. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this was your first time, this was us. So if you liked us, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. You can see us again next month with more randomness. We are going to shoot to film once a month.
We're going to try that one.
Yes, if we can film more often with maybe a mini adventure of a hacked up vlog thing.
Or we're just like running around.
Yes. Maybe we can if we took a bunch of pictures, I could put them together with some music.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's true. That would work.
I can put pictures.
We can do that.
It's shake and bake, and I helped. That just happened. I'm leaving this in.
I kind of just want you to cut it after I helped. That's the end.
And see.
We're done.
What was I saying?
We were talking.
I could put pictures together. Okay, so we're shooting for once a month. We'll see if we can get an adventure out there somewhere.
Yes.
And thank you. If you're a returning viewer, God bless you. We enjoy this. I'm glad. We are glad. We as in us. Not
Wait, who else is?
Well, the royal we.
The royal we.
We enjoy that you and appreciate that you keep coming back for this torture.
You went from shake and bacon to the royal we. Lynn.
You never know. It's a mystery. It's a surprise. You're gonna. We're here. We're there.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right.
So we enjoy this, and we're glad that you keep coming back. And thank you.
There you go. All right.
Okay. Hit it before I say something else.